Hello Scorpio, this is Victoria from Mindful Bamboo and I'm here with your April Tarot Forecast. As always, we'll be looking at your love life, your workspace, and we'll get you some guidance on how best navigate the energies of the months of April. At the end, I'll pull some cards from your person of interest to yourself. And of course, I cannot but start with a Sacred Traveler deck. To begin with, let's get a card of guidance for Scorpio. I've had quite a month with the eclipses, the Mercury retrograde. There are a few more transits to experience before end of April. And yes, I know I'm running late this month, but I don't want to say that it's just because of the transits. Partly, but I definitely had a lot on my plate. And if you haven't checked out Mindfully Awake, my new show with Bold and Brave TV, there we go. Please do so. My shows are going out on their YouTube channel, on Facebook Live, and a bunch of other platforms, including podcast platforms. So I've already posted one or more links in the community tab, and I will continue doing so. The last episode that aired on Friday was about listening to your intuition, so it could be something you'd be interested in. You know me, I'm going practical. I want to know what those big words mean, and so a lot of it for me was, or basically most of the show was about giving you some practical tips on building that relationship, so you better check it out. All right, so yeah, very interesting card that we got for you. Surrendering to the journey. This is actually release control. This is the cover, or maybe even cover from here. Yeah, there you go. That's the cover of this deck. It's interesting, right? Because it's such an essential part of the spiritual journey to be able to surrender to the will of the divine, to the changes that are out of your control, right? Release control. And you are a water sign, so it shouldn't be problematic for you anyway. But this is a reminder that it's very important to sometimes let go of trying to solve everything, decide everything, feeling like if not you, then who, right? Don't do that. That's one of those stereotypes that's not gonna get you into a place of success. Okay, so for your love life, we have 5 of Swords, Ace of Swords, love it, makes 6 of Swords. You saw me shuffle, you saw me pull out the card, and I didn't see it when I said that. I mean, really guys. 6 of Swords, yes. 5 and 1 give you 6. For your career, we have the Strength. You could be dealing with a Leo. Have the Hierophant, could be dealing with a Taurus. And 3 of Cups. So your loyalty will be tested. Friendships as well. Advice, we have Judgment. Queen of Swords. Queen of Cups, wow, Queens. Very interesting combination. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles. All right, so it's like a slow moving vibe here, which is partly that release control stuff, right? Because that's a big part of it. We're trying to push things with our control because we want it to be done faster. We want to get an estimate, like we want to get it done sooner, essentially. But the big part is in not doing that. Even if you know that there is time pressure, still release, still believe that at the right time things will change around. We have the time that we need. And that could be one of the illusions that you're breaking. And I love that, first of all, we have fire in both, but also there's snow here, a lot of snow, and there's a lot of fire here. It's almost like you're melting off all that coldness, all that, even judgment, if you wish, with the flame from the Ace of Swords. And that allows you to get into a much safer space where you have natural understanding of why things happen the way they are, happened in the past, or are happening now, or will happen, right? Depending on what is in your area of attention. And helps you get into a more balanced space, just naturally. Because it's not as much of a conscious process, but it's definitely a subconscious process. It's a big part of the healing that needed to happen anyway. For your career, I've already mentioned that your loyalty will be tested. Courage to be or stay in line with your values, with your belief system, with whatever that moral compass is that gets you to be friends with some people and to not be friends with others. I'm hearing it's a very interesting take on things, right? And the intertwining connection between friendships and loyalties at work. That's very interesting. But know that something big is coming in where you'll need to fill in some big shoes. So if you know what I'm talking about, then start preparing, start practicing, learning, whatever it takes. If you don't know, you will find out soon enough. And then in terms of your advice, you have the Judgment with these two beautiful queens. So definitely you're becoming more enlightened onto who you actually want to be. For some reason, when I see them together, I'm thinking about like, okay, when I grow up, I want to be this Queen of Cups, right? And there is a backstory to it. Yeah, very interesting realization on how feminine masculine energy can work in communication, how important it is, how much maybe you've been focusing on something else in your life, but it's part of the surrender, especially with Queen of Cups, because when you start surrendering, that's when that power can come through. Okay, let's get you some guidance from your person of interest. Guidance for Scorpio from your person. Okay, so your person wants to create something together, but they know that it's not just as simple as like, okay, let's take a turn and use these resources on this road, right? Like it needs strategy, it needs more thinking through it. So there's definitely some sort of project that, and if you're starting something new, then that could be it. That your person wants to do together with you, to work on. They're just figuring out the details, let's put it that way. For others, maybe it's another scenario that I get, which is very different, is you're getting divorced. Or you're getting to that, like very, very close to that point of that decision. And this way, your person is telling you that they want to work on it, but they've been beaten down by life themselves. So it's kind of hard to find the capacity, the life force to go for it and find new solutions and find new visions. But it's not something that they haven't tried or haven't considered. They just know that they need to get it right with their moves to satisfy their queen. But jokes aside, doesn't mean necessarily that you are a queen, the person watching, right? It just basically means that is this feminine energy at play right now, and in its form, that's that surrendering, right? That's the feminine energy. But deep down, because it's swords and cups, it's actually pretty fiery. Somebody knows where to look. Okay, I hope this was good for you, Scorpio. Thank you so much for joining me today. Apologies for reading that went out later than usual. I'll definitely change that for May. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna have a long vacation in May. It's gonna be really active. I'm gonna be doing a lot, but hopefully I'll also bring in some more inspiration, fresh ideas for you all, and just share. Okay, I hope this was good for you, and I'm gonna say bye here.